You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Safan. You can find me on Twitter and get that AI. Before I start, I just want to say this is a pro-patriot channel. America's first. If you are a socialist, Marxist, Democrat, communist, please exit the channel. The channel's not for you. And on that note, guys, let's start the show. On this episode, I want to read you an article that made me laugh, right? Made me so insulted. Made me so... It's so condescending to a regular American. It's by Elizabeth Warren. If you're interested in this article, I'll leave it in the description below. All right. The title of the article stated, Elizabeth Warren, we need big government. Nobody in America succeed on their own, right? The article went on saying, Elizabeth Warren, Democrat, Massachusetts, would like to follow Barack Obama's footsteps by winning the White House in 2020. And she seemed to be taking the cue from the former president, now infamous, if you got a business, you didn't build that speech in 2012. Like Obama, Warren believed it is not American ingenuity and hard work built the federal government, but the federal government that makes the people in the country great. Warren wrote in an op-ed CNN Business Perspective, right? Nobody in America succeed on their own. Government-funded labs and fueling world-changing innovations. Much of American wealth was built through government-sponsored home equity, strong American businesses empowered by American workers, educated in public schools, their good homes brought by the maker of on the road, funded by the taxpayers. Warren commentary was inspired by the Chase Bank tweet giving customer advice saving money. Warren wrote, Chase fired off a tweet last week staging a hypothetical conversation between one of the customer and her bank account. The customer asked why her account balance is so low, and the bank tell her not to go out for food or coffee when she could make it at home instead, or to spend money at a cab if she just could walk. The customer pretended not to listen. I guess we'll never know, she said, brushing off her low balance and bank advice on how to manage her money. When I read that tweet, it hits me like a punch in the gut. But now the reason Chase intended, but not the reason why Chase intended. Warren goes on to talk about growing up in a ragged edge middle class, right, and how her family struggle. Right? Her family does not struggle. She said she was luckier than most Americans who's even worse off. When Warren attacked J.P. Morgan Chase for suggesting America when America could be frugal by eating at home, walking instead of taking a cab, and not spending money on expensive coffee. She also slammed President Donald Trump's tax cut that she have made the economy stronger. Wait, let me read that again. She also slammed President Trump's tax cut that have made the economy stronger than it has been in years and have also led to record low unemployment. Chase tweets wasn't just mean and misguided, unquote. It perpetuates the myth of millions of America in a dire financial straits because of their own choices, which is true, because they spend money irresponsibly, Warren wrote. The story's designed to let the ultra-wealthy off the hook and pretend to be bear to blame. And went on, Americans do not need fampit tweets and giant bank about how to spend their money. They need Washington to make investment that will allow them to succeed. Work hard. Family need a higher minimum wage, strong unions, universal care, affordable housing, a trade deal to invest in American communities instead of shipping good jobs overseas. They need a guaranteed care that there's no more family forced into bankruptcy because of medical expenses. Warren concluded that family across the country is struggling, that she is the one who could make it who can make a big structural change that can help the success. Okay, when she just mentioned affordable housing, higher minimum wage, trade deals, sending job off to another country overseas. She failed to mention that was all because of Democratic policy. The Democratic policy shipped so many jobs because of NAFTA that a lot of people forced into poverty, right? Into low-income housing because of that, because people were losing their job left to right due to the Bill Clinton NAFTA agreement. All right, and another thing, what was another thing? All right, affordable housing. It was a Democrat idea who was in the financial committee that made affordable housing, that made low loans accessible to a lot of people who aren't qualified for the loans, and that leads to the recession of 2008. It was a Democratic that caused the mortgage blowout, all right? And it was a Democrat idea to bail the banks, all right? And another thing, universal child care, all right? Why would you want a government to have universal child care? Have you seen the public schooling? Basically, that's universal child care. Public school is universal child care, and the type of education you get from public school is third rate. It's not quality education at all. All right, that's what universal child care would get you. Right, a strong union is socialism. What America do not need is socialism. Right. All right, and good guaranteed health care. All right, guaranteed health care. We already have that in the form of Medicare. All right, we already paying that through Social Security, and if you hadn't read the story on Social Security, it's about to be bankrupt. All right, that's what government do to you. All right, and force people into bankruptcy. What the heck? The healthcare is about to be bankrupt. And another thing is, she went on saying about the tax cut, President Trump tax cut. What people fail to understand that the tax cut, you'll get more money within the year than you are getting money at the end of the year. See, people are too conditioned of the status quo back then. The status quo is that people get a large check at the end of the year when they file their taxes, right? And it's not supposed to be that way. When you get a large check at the end of the year, that means the government is taking too much taxes out of your paycheck from within the year, all right? When the government shouldn't be taking that much paycheck. Now with President Trump, tax cut is that you're getting more money within your paycheck within every year, then that's why when you look at your tax return, it's fewer money than your previous year compared to your previous year, all right? In actuality, the tax cut is working like the way it's supposed to. The government are supposed to take the money that they're supposed to take, not more than they need. The reason why your paycheck in the previous year was bigger because the government was taking more money than they needed, and it shouldn't be that way. This is why Donald Trump tax cut works. All right, you get more money within the year than it is at the end of the year. All right, that means there's no oversight where the government is taking too much out of your paycheck. Okay. That's what people don't understand about the tax cut, and people are too conditioned about how it works back in the days, the status quo. That's why they don't understand it. That's why people are complaining. The people who's financially illiterate, they're complaining a lot because they don't understand the tax code. When you understand the tax code, you won't be complaining. All right, Jesus, all right, and she's gone to say that America can't achieve without the government. And you know how condescending that is? That's telling me that I cannot pass this test unless I cheat, right? Saying that I'm stupid. That's what it is. Let me put it in that kind of way, right? If a teacher tell me that I'm too stupid to pass this test, the only way for me to pass this test is if I cheated. And you know how condescending it is? Basically, the teacher's telling me I'm stupid, all right? So basically, what she's telling you right now, that you cannot succeed on your own. You need the government. So she's saying that you are stupid to succeed on your own, so you need the government. That's what it is. That's why it's so condescending. This is why I find it so condescending when she's saying this, right? She's saying that she's the only one to make structural changes. How is she the only one to make structural changes when she can't resonate with the people, right? If you don't know, Elizabeth Warren is a tenured professor at Harvard. She made a lot of money. Not only before that, she is a lawyer, a trial lawyer, so she knows how to manipulate words. All right, that's what lawyers do. manipulate words, persuade people, right? Not only that, she is a politician now, right? How does she resonate to everybody? And not everybody's in the same shoes as she was, right? This woman is so out of touch with people, right? So basically, she's going to run on giving free stuff. Government is the solution. Government is not the solution, guys. Government will not help you in your financial mistake, right? She's saying that, and going back to the article where she chastised Chase for giving out financial advice, giving out good advice, telling you if you could make food at home, don't go out, just make food at home, save money, right? And then if you are not that far, you can just walk without taking a cab, save money. Well, how is that a bad advice to tell you to save money, all right? If you and she's talking about, she's advocating spending frivolously, right? Like spend money on stupid stuff. That's the worst advice. This is why the people are in the situation they're in right now. In public schooling, they don't teach financial education. That's one thing that we need in public schooling. If we need any kind of courses, is finance educations. I mean, financial education. This is why people are in the situation right now. They don't know how to manage their money. They're reckless with their money. This is why people are poor. All right. If you want to make a successful business, there's another thing that condescending about this comment is that she's telling people they cannot achieve without the government. You know what, Elizabeth Warren? This is to show you how disconnected this to show you how disconnected she is, right? She don't understand that a lot of people, thousands, millions of people, made success happen in their life without the help of a government. All right, they made successful business without the help of government. All right, they became rich without the help of government. They got an education without the help of government. People graduated college without the help of government. All right. And she don't understand there are private schools as well. We don't need public schools. She's talking about all these public education. Like, why is that such a concern to her? All right, because she wants to indoctrinate people. All right, let me find this comment. She talk about public education. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. I know I should have just bookmark it. All right, but anyway, that's another discussion, right? But she wanna push all these big government. Big government is not the answer. Look at how big government is doing right now. The answer is no government at all. If anything, no government. All right, because when we have bigger government, that means they have to hire more people. When they have to hire more people, they have to increase the budget. Where does the money for the budget? They have to increase your tax. That's what they don't understand. All right. Big government mean bigger taxes. Bigger taxes mean that they're taking more money from you. When they take more money from you, you're being more oppressed. All right. You're not succeeding. When the government taxes you less, you have more money in your pocket, and it's able for you to succeed that business. All right. It's able for you to come out of poverty. All right. That's what lower government do to your people. Right? And she advocating for more government? Are you kidding me, Elizabeth Warren? This is why you're not winning. This is why you say anything to get people's vote. You pander to them. Right? All the things that she's promised is just a pipe dream. For all the things that she need to achieve, that she say that she want to give free money, reparation, or other stuff, it's not going to happen because the government, the way it's structured, the Senate is not everybody are on board with this. The Congress not everybody on board with this. You know how hard it is for President Trump to get things done? It's very hard. And the difference between her and President Trump is that President Trump actually kept his promise. What kind of achievement Elizabeth Warren accomplished? What is her accomplishment? Huh? At least Donald Trump could say he accomplished this, that, a tax cut, all right? Help veterans with their health care, right? Lower black unemployment, right? Donald Trump did a lot of stuff more than Elizabeth Warren have ever done in her Senate seats. So what have Elizabeth Warren accomplished? All right. But that's my rant on Elizabeth Warren. She is a joke. She's not gonna win. She's an idiot. All right. And she's saying this because she's losing in the race right now. All right. She's un-American, unpatriot. All right. Democrat is the least patriot group of people ever. All right. But because of that, YouTube are not sponsoring my channel. I'm demonetized. That means I'm not bound by any outside interference. I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. That means I can say whatever the heck I want to say without being restricted. All right. Because of that, I'm not taking your donation. I'm doing this for free because I want to send out a message that America need to wake up. That's the purpose of this channel, to wake America up. If you like what I do, please follow me on Twitter and gap.ai. All right. And if you like what I do, please help me. It helps me a lot to get my message across to people. And the way to do that is like my video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. All right. That's the most important thing. More important, subscribe to my channel, right? I'm not taking your donations, guys. I'm doing this practically for free because it's a passion to wake up America. It's a passion for me to wake up America, to let America know that the Democratic Party is not the party to vote for. They're the least American, the least American party out there. If anything, they're socialists, all right? But yeah. If you like what I do, please subscribe to my channel. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. And on that note, guys, I'll check you guys in the next broadcast. My name is Safan, and I'm signing out. Peace.